Headlines for this week include a magic show, a murder mystery, and of course, Halloween. Stay tuned, WMCM's Week in Review is next.
WMCM's Week in Review. I'm Tyler Bain.
And I'm Allie Schatzman. This upcoming Sunday, the UWL Chemistry and Biochemistry Club will be hosting their annual spooktacular event, Tricks or Science. Tricks or Science is a magic show which showcases undergraduate students and the supernatural power of chemistry. The event is welcome to guests of all ages, and children are especially encouraged to come in their best Halloween costumes. This event will take place on the first floor of Cowley Hall from noon until 2 p.m. Admission is free to all, but attendees are encouraged to bring non-perishable food items or money to donate to local food banks. Tricks or Science is a great way to get into the Halloween spirit, while still leaving plenty of time to get home and rest up before going out for some more Halloween fun.
So imagine this. You're hanging out in the student union, and someone has been brutally murdered. What do? You would have to work together with your peers to solve the mystery. Well, that's what you would do if you went to the Murder Mystery at the U, sponsored by the UC co-sponsored programs. On Wednesday, October 31st at 6 p.m., head on over to the Entertainment Cafe at the Student Union for this event. Students can participate in solving the mystery, and wearing a costume will give students extra chances to win prizes. If that isn't enticing enough, pizza and refreshments will be provided after the mystery has been solved. As someone who has experienced murder mystery, I can tell you it will be a hoot and a half. It might even graduate to 2 full hoots. So head on down to the U at 6 p.m. for Murder Mystery at the U.
Deeply cold and magical midwinter night, the citizens of Almost Maine experience the life-altering power of the human heart. This is the premise of the UWL Theater Department's 3rd show of the season, Almost Maine. The show opens next Thursday, November 1st, and runs throughout the weekend, with shows at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and a matinee at 2 p.m. on Sunday. Almost Maine will take place in Frederick Theater, located in the basement of Morris Hall. Tickets are on sale now, ranging from $6 to $18. Make sure you get your tickets, as the show is not included in the season pass. Almost Maine is filled with an incredibly dedicated cast that are hoping you come to hear their stories, filled with love, compassion, and even a bit of sorcery. Speaking of performances, the UWL Wind Ensemble held their first concert of the semester this past Sunday. We sent a WMCM crew to go check it out.
Hall, home to the UWL Wind Ensemble. This past weekend, the group performed their first concert of the semester in a program titled Songs of the Earth. We caught up with longtime member Kate Kruger to tell us all about it.
So our theme today is from the Earth, and we'll be playing songs by Carolyn Bremer, Early Light, Stephen Bryant, In This Broad Earth, and a couple other pieces.
Kate has been in the group since she was a freshman.
It's been a really fun experience. This is my 5th year in the group, so obviously I like it because I keep coming back every year, so it's fun.
This concert also marks the first UWL concert conducted by new faculty member Dr. Cullen Lucas, after taking over the role from the last group's conductor, Dr. Tom Seddon. Students say Dr. Lucas is taking the group in the right direction.
I really like Dr. Lucas, our new professor. He brings a lot of energy to the group, and I think we're moving in a really good direction.
The group has received national awards under the direction of Dr. Seddon, and Dr. Lucas hopes to keep that momentum going. If you missed the performance last weekend, don't worry, the Wind Ensemble is already preparing for their next concert. Their next performance will be Sunday, November 18th at Viterbo University. From WMCM, this has been Nate Wiggyhout and Brandon Gerlich.
Now, here's Ryan Giannoni to tell us about events in the community.
Thanks so much, Tyler. Well, currently happening right now and going until 7 p.m. tonight is a free, and I said free, STI clinic for those of you that are sexually active. You can get tested at the first floor of the Student Health Center, and all you need to do is not urinate 1 hour before testing and have your student ID with you. Plus, there will be refreshments and drawings for prizes from local businesses around the greater La Crosse region. So, go out there and get your genitalia tested. In other news, next week, Tuesday, October 30th, from 7 to 8 p.m., there will be a political debate happening between Ron Kind and Steve Toft at the Cleary Alumni and Friends Center. This debate is for the race to represent Wisconsin's 3rd congressional district and will have a lot of local coverage happening as well, as this event is open to the public and not just to the students of UWL. Also, be sure to get out there and vote, vote, and vote, and if you didn't hear me the last time, just vote. Lastly, for those of you joining in on the Halloween festivities next week, Wednesday, be prepared for kids walking around in their costumes, collecting candy from houses in residential areas. So if you are off campus, be prepared for this. Maybe put out some candy for the kiddos, or at the very least, be prepared just in case. Some families make their way towards the housing around the residential areas. Also, for those of you driving around, proceed with caution, and let's all work to keep everyone safe this Halloween. I'm Ryan Patrick Giannoni, and this was your UWL Live Shot, and I will send it now back to you, Tyler.
In conjunction with National Novel Writing Month, the La Crosse Public Library will take part in the 2018 Great River Writes Series. The 2nd annual writing series is a collection of writing workshops, author chats, community write-ins, and craft talks. The event hopes to inspire writers of all ages. The series kicks off with a talk with author Dean Klinkenberg. Other authors making appearances are Michael Perry and Wang Ping. The series goes from Saturday, October 27th at 1 p.m. until Sunday, December 9th, and takes place at the La Crosse Public Library at 800 Main Street. For more information, head to lacrosselibrary.org. And to request disability accommodations, contact Matt Cashin at mcashion@uwlax.edu. La Crescent Animal Rescue has many pets in need of loving homes. Here's some of the animals available in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Hi, my name's Mazda, and I love to snuggle. I've been at the shelter for a long time, but I'm hoping to find my forever home soon.
Hello, my name is Donnie. I love to play and have fun. Ah, bug, get off me. Even though it doesn't look like it, I'm very energetic. I'm still looking for my forever home. Ah, squirrel. See you later.
I'm Bryce.
And I'm Carlsbad.
I like relaxing.
And I like playing with all of my toys.
We're brothers, and we've been together all of our lives, so we hope that you would adopt us together.
To find out more about adoption, contact La Crescent Animal Rescue at 507-895-2066.
Again, the number for La Crescent Animal Rescue is 507-895-2066. If you want to help support La Crescent Animal Rescue, but you're unable to adopt one of their animals, then this next event is the one for you. On Saturday, November 3rd, UWL's own RIQ Radio will be teaming up with La Crescent Animal Rescue to hold their 7th annual chili cook-off. For just $5, guests can eat all the chili and soup their hearts desire, all while helping animals in need. The cook-off will be held from 5:30 until 7:30 at the Eagle's Nest, located at 1914 Campbell Road. So come warm up after the La Crosse football game with some delicious chili, all while supporting campus clubs, local businesses, and of course, animals in need. Earlier this semester, UWL's own rec center opened a new edition called Rec 2.0. We sent a WMCM crew out to see how things have improved with this edition.
The new addition to the rec center opened on Monday, October 1st, and your fellow UWL students have been putting it to good use. 2 new locations were added, courts on the upper level and a lower level fitness center. This almost triples the size of the rec, which allowed for 55 new fitness machines. Nick Berg, the rec's fitness coordinator, said that around 130 members can access a piece of equipment at any given time. The Rec 2.0 is focusing on inclusivity, and all of the staff are very excited to see it in action.
The thought that's done behind this facility was done by the former fitness coordinator, but then also our pro staff. A lot of the layout and equipment is intended to be very inclusive, but then also increase the capacity of our members.
For WMCM, this has been Tori Eggleston, Jeremiah Waite, and Mason Pope. Back to you in the studio.
The phrase "out of your mind" has taken on new meaning in our unhealthy habits of busyness and divided attention. However, research has been building on the positive effects of mindfulness meditation on cognitive, emotional, and social functioning. Come learn the basic tenets of mindfulness at Mindfulness Matters, Developing the Habit of Self-Awareness. Ryan A. McKelly, a licensed psychologist and associate department chair at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, will be speaking on how to live more mindfully in our daily lives. The talk starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday, October 27th in room 3310 of the Student Union. For registration and more info, visit www.uwlax.edu/conted/practical-approaches. Each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to your fellow peers in a segment we call Campus Insight. This week, favorite scary and Halloween movies. Let's take a look.
Welcome to this week's Campus Insight. I'm Amanda. This week we asked students what their favorite scary movie is. So what's your favorite scary movie?
I gotta go with Halloween.
Well, my favorite scary movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Twitches.
My favorite Halloween movie is Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin because I always watched it when I was a kid and, it made me feel happy.
My favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus. I don't know. I just like how the Sanderson sisters come back to life.
Nice.
I think our favorite Halloween movie is Twitches. It's a Disney movie. Yeah.
Hocus Pocus.
My favorite Halloween movie is Michael Myers.
Mine is Halloween Town.
The Nun.
My favorite scary movie is the actual movie Halloween.
Hocus Pocus.
Charlie Brown, Halloween.
That was this week's Campus Insight. Now back to you.
Have your opinions heard on next week's Campus. And now here's Jenna Zerbel with a review of the movie Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Hello folks, today we shall be talking about the love of my life, Fred Rogers. Some would argue that he saved public television. I would argue that he was the most flawless human being to ever grace the planet. Won't You Be My Neighbor, a documentary that came out this past summer, details his journey through children's television. He made an entire generation feel loved, and this film beautifully encapsulates everything that he stood for. Watching this movie feels like a warm hug from a loved one, and I cannot recommend it enough. To get an idea for the feel of the film, let's take a look at that trailer.
Won't you be my neighbor? It's an invitation to help somebody know that they're loved and capable of loving. Love is at the root of everything. Love or the lack of it.
Fred's work was love your neighbor and love yourself. It was a communication right into their hearts.
Children have very deep feelings, just the way everybody does. There must be times when you do feel blue. I'm not feeling blue right now, though.
Me neither.
Thank you for whatever you do to bring joy and hope, light and love to our world today. Please won't you be my neighbor?
So the first thing that you should know about this movie before you watch it is that tears will be had. Never thus in my life has a film made me feel so emotionally attacked, but also blessed as heck. Won't You Be My Neighbor touches on a lot of topics throughout Mr. Rogers' career in television. It goes through all the things that we love most about him, such as his willingness to communicate with children about life's hardest trials, his uplifting songs, and his acceptance of all people. Yet as much as a lot of this movie is easy breezy, it also delves into some harsher topics, like his battle to save the show's funding, Fred's own struggles with mental health, and the criticism that he and his show have received throughout the years. With heartfelt interviews of the people who knew him best, clips from the show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and brief clips of the lovely animation, this film is everything you could hope for to brighten up your day. I'm not much of a kid person myself, but the respect and compassion Fred Rogers displays for them is enough to warm a heart as cold and dead as mine. Overall, I think that everyone should see this movie, and the world would be a better place for it. The truth is that no matter how bummed you're feeling, watching this movie will 10 out of 10 times be enough to make you feel like it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Stay tuned to WMCM. Dee Reed will be back with this weekend's weather. But first, here's a message from Student Body President Ben O'Connell.
Gentlemen, welcome on into the UWL Presidential Address. I'm Ryan Giannone, alongside fashionable Student Body President Benjamin O'Connell with the fresh cut, and he's about to address the students.
So something I'm actually working on right now is I'm looking into raising the student employee minimum wage. I've been talking with different administration members about this, and I will be receiving a cost analysis of what it would take to raise the student employee minimum wage in a few weeks. And so once we have that, we'll be able to really look at getting into it. I would ideally like to have it be $8 an hour. But we'll see once we check out all the logistics.
For sure.
And another item that I have been working on is, along with my local affairs director, Jake Seifert, I am trying to kind of compile a best landlord in lacrosse publication. And so we're going to be potentially sending out a Qualtrics survey to the student body and getting their input on their landlords, and then from that data we're gonna publish a list, and hopefully students will know what are good landlords to go to next year.
Oh, that's some excellent stuff there, Ben. You are just a marvel to look at and have in office here at UWL. You heard it here, folks, first, and we'll see you guys next week.
This message.
Hello and welcome. I'm Dee Reed. I'm bringing your weather here. Tonight we've got, it's going to be a little cloudy, high of 42 with the winds 3 miles per hour. Moving on, Friday it will be cloudy again. A lot of cloudy weather going on here. 53 though, it's warming up. Moving on to Saturday here, we're going to have a little bit of showers, 53, but that doesn't mean you can't go outside and play. Sunday, we're gonna have some more showers, but that's okay because Sundays are for football, so stay inside, people. Moving right along. That's it. We're gonna go to our weekend review with Cami Diaz.
Thanks, Dee. So this week, I'm interviewing Alyssa Glasson. She is the executive director of the club on campus, Eagles for the Kids, or EFTK. So Alyssa, could you start off by just telling us a little bit about the club and how it got started?
Yeah, so our club is called Eagles for the Kids, as you said, EFTK. We started off about 2.5 years ago to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So locally, Gunderson is our partner. Children's Miracle Network works to help sick kids and their family with anything from financial needs to lunch stamps to research for rare kinds of cancer and diseases. So they really do a lot of good in the community, and our goal is just to raise as much money and awareness for them as we can. All of the money that we raise goes back to the Children's Miracle Network program at Gunderson, so it goes right back into our community.
That's awesome. What about your position as executive director? So what do you do on a week-to-week basis?
So essentially the executive director is the president, just a fancier term for it, I guess. But I'm in charge of overseeing the committee members as well as the rest of the executive board. So on a week-to-week basis, I call our national DM manager and work with her closely. So we have a lot of support from the National Children's Miracle Network program, which is really great because they help to make our program a really big success here. So I will do reservations for the club, lots of paperwork, grants, that kind of thing.
Well, that's awesome. So if anyone on campus wanted to join the club, would they just contact you, or how should they go about doing that?
Yes, absolutely. You can contact me. You can come to one of our meetings, which is Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Centennial. You can look us up on My Orgs, and that will give you my contact information directly, which is a really great way to reach out because all you have to do is click a I'm interested button, and it will send me an email. Then I'm able to get your contact information and reach you that way.
Very cool. So I know you guys host a huge event on campus, Eagle-thon, which is a dance marathon supported by Children's Miracle Network hospitals, correct?
Yes.
So could you tell me a little bit about that event and what goes on and how you are running it this year?
Yeah, so we are hosting our second annual dance marathon this year. It is essentially, we like to call it a celebration for the kids and to give them a night to be to be kids again just because of what they're going through. They have really hard battles that they're fighting, so our main goal that night is to raise more funds for them, as well as just to give them a really great night to get away from what they're experiencing. So it is a 7-hour event. There's no sitting, no caffeine, and no sleeping, obviously. So we stay on our feet and dance the entire 7 hours, all for the kids. We do fundraising at the event, as well as DJ, food, music. So it's just a really fun time, and the entire club comes. We get the campus involved, we get the community involved. The kids that we help with, the 5 kids that are the face of our event this year, they come and they share their stories, so we get to hear all about the kids that we are helping through the fundraising that we're doing.
That is very cool. I love that this is all for the kids, which I know is something that you guys say a lot.
Yeah.
I was at Dance Marathon last year, and it was
Yes.
such a fun time. I mean, as a dancer, I love to dance all the time, but it's just such a positive environment, I know, and I would recommend the event to anyone. So, when and where is the event this year, and also how would people sign up if they wanted to attend this year?
Yeah, absolutely. So our event is on November 30th this year. It is from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Check-in starts at 5. In order to sign up, you can look us up on Facebook, the Eagles for the Kids page, and there's a link to our event there. You have to make a $10 donation in order to sign up for the event, but that donation goes right back to helping the kids. It doesn't go anywhere else, so that's really awesome. Your money's going straight to the kids again.
Very, very cool. Do we get a t-shirt this year as well? Or?
Yes. If you sign up before, I believe it is November 14th, you will get a t-shirt with the event.
All right. So sign up for that event. Stay tuned, and Matt Riley will be back with sports. But first, let's take a look at those adorable animals in need.
Hi, my name's Mazda, and I love to snuggle. I've been at the shelter for a long time, but I'm hoping to find my forever home soon.
Hello, my name is Donnie. I love to play and have fun. Ah, bug, get off me. Even though it doesn't look like it, I'm very energetic. I'm still looking for my forever home. Ah, squirrel. See you later.
I'm Bryce.
And I'm Carlsbad.
I like relaxing.
And I like playing with all of my toys.
We're brothers, and we've been together all of our lives, so we hope that you would adopt us together.
To find out more about adoption, contact La Crescent Animal Rescue at 507-895-2066.
Again, the phone number for La Crescent Animal Rescue is 507-895-2066. The University of Wisconsin lacrosse women's tennis team placed second at the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athlete Conference Championship on Sunday afternoon at the Nielsen Tennis Stadium. The Eagles finished second with 17 team points. UW-Eau Claire placed third in the top 3 with 17 points, and they placed top 3 within the last 7 seasons. The Eagles were third in 2012, 2017, and placed second in 2013, 14, 15, and 17. The team title was determined by using a combination of the regular season dual meet standings and the WIAC championship results. The finish in the regular season standings account for 1/3 of the criteria, while the conference championship accounts for the remaining 2/3. UW-Eau Claire, UW-La Crosse, UW-Oshkosh, and Whitewater advanced to the team tournament in the spring to determine the conference automatic qualifier for the National Collegiate Athletic Association Division III Championship. UW-Whitewater will host the 4-team event in April 2019. Also happening this past Sunday, the University of Wisconsin lacrosse women's soccer team extended its winning streak to 13 with an 8-0 statement victory over MSOE at Veterans Memorial Field Sports Complex. The Eagles are tied for 24th on this week's United Soccer Coaches Top 25 poll as they improved to 14-2-1 overall, while the Raiders dropped to 10-9. Playing on Senior Day, UWL went on a scoring frenzy in the first half. UWL took a 1-0 lead on Caitlin Villar's goal in the 5th minute, assisted by Alex Cording. Margaret Hardings made it 2-0 in the 11th minute, off Villar's corner shortly after. The Eagles then took a 3-0 lead with Cassidy Handrick scoring in the 13th minute on a Natalie Herzog assist. Handrick scored again in the 17th minute, which was assisted again by Herzog for a 4-0 lead. This was followed by a Hannah Beach goal in the 19th minute on a Handrick corner kick for a 5-0 lead. Heather Bren also scored in the 19th minute, 21 seconds later, off Herzog's third assist of the first half to make it 6-0. Sophia Munson gave UWL a 7-0 halftime lead as she scored in the 41st minute with an assist from Emma Lainhart. Villars netted then her second goal of the game, which came in the 64th minute to finish the scoring. The 8-0 result is the most goals for the Eagles since an 8-0 win at UW River Falls on October 8, 2016. Herzog's 3 assists are tied for the most in a single game school history for third, and now UWL leads the all-time series 3-0 with MSOE. UWL returns to action Wednesday, October 24th, hosting Carleton College at 6 p.m. Every week, UWMCM, we like to highlight an exceptional student athlete. The newest athlete of the week is Brendan Manning from the basketball team. Let's take a look.
Hello everyone, and welcome again to Athlete of the Week. I'm Jeremiah Waite, and I am proud to have Brendan Manning, a senior on the men's basketball year, joining me. So Brendan, pleasure. Thank you for joining the show. So first off, what made you decide to come to lacrosse and play basketball here?
You know, one of the reasons why I came to lacrosse is because they have a good balance between athletics and academics.
Very nice. So now going off of basketball in this upcoming year, so you now have Coach Dernbach in his first full season. What does Coach Dernbach bring to the table, and what do you guys love about him so much?
I think after having Dernbach for a year, we kind of know like his strategy and like different principles he wants to do on offensive, defense. So that definitely gives us an advantage.
So for this upcoming year, what is the outlook?
Yeah, like you said, bringing back our whole starting lineup, so that is obviously a good start. But I think the conference is returning like the top 20 of 26 players from last year, and we got 4 preseason ranked teams. So it's going to be a pretty tough year. I think we'll have a pretty good year as well as the other good ranked teams, but it's going to be a battle night in, night out.
Last question for you. So obviously you've played basketball here for 4 years. You've played in a lot of games. You've had a lot of experience. What is basketball going to bring for you, so outside of basketball, like with your future plans? How has it helped you?
I think one way it's helped me is with time management. Definitely got to like balance between school and practice, and knowing when I can do my homework and like when I have my free time and whatnot. And then also definitely how to become a better leader, especially this year and last year.
Awesome. Well, Brendan, thank you again for joining the show for Athlete of the Week. For our viewers, please come watch the Eagles play. Their first home game is November 11th against St. Mary's of Minnesota. And go Eagles, baby.
For sure. Go Eagles.
To wrap up sports from this past weekend, the University of Wisconsin lacrosse football team fell 24-13 at 12th-ranked UW Oshkosh Saturday afternoon at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. The Eagles dropped to 4-3 overall and 2-2 in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, while the Titans improved to 5-2 overall and 3-1 in the conference. UW Oshkosh, ranked 12th on this week's Division III Top 25 poll, earned its 8th straight win over UWL with Saturday's victory. UWL finished with 284 yards, including 56 rushing and 228 passing, while UW Oshkosh had 408 yards with 174 rushing and 234 passing. UWL quarterback Ben Sharamsky went 21 of 44 for 228 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Wide receiver Cole Spiker had 67 yards, while Devontae Amos had 28 yards. Spiker and Amos both finished with 5 catches and 1 touchdown. Austin Mankowski led the Eagles with 40 rushing yards on 12 carries. The Eagles totaled 19 first downs, while UW Oshkosh totaled only 15. Elijah McGeehan led UWL with 13 tackles, while Joey Bolda finished with 12. A.J. Plewa led UW Oshkosh with 7 tackles, with Cole Yoder and Scott Skorinica each having 6. UWL returns to action Saturday, October 27th, hosting UW Platteville at 1 p.m. for varsity homecoming. I'm looking forward to the Eagles bouncing back and hopefully winning that game. And that's all for this week's sports.
All right, well, thank you everyone for watching this week's Week in Review. And make sure you join us again next week right here Campus Channel 200 and Digital Cable Channel number 989.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. I'm actually going to the Bucks game on Friday.